Well, I am live, I think. And it says I have live chat. So, what? An interesting experience. Okay, so there was a little country church, and the grass was all mowed, and there was a shadow from the church over the grass, and there was a cornfield all behind. And there was a cell tower close by, so I had 4 bars. Okay. I had everything set up with a folding chair and my laptop, and everything was set up. And then, there was no one out front, very small church. And so I thought, well, services are canceled because of, hey, 12 people. I guess I could take this off. I hope you can hear me. I've got the air conditioning on in the van. It is got to be 90 degrees. And hi, Cheryl. I know. So was I, in fact. So anyway, it's interesting story. So I've got everything set up, and the cornfield's behind me, and there's only a few bugs flying around. And then church service is going to start, and people start arriving. And I'm going, talk to the people. They were really nice, but I just thought I can't focus if, and people are going to be distracted by me. I'm going to be distracted by them. I don't want to distract them. So I bailed before I got started. So then went to just the side of a road, cornfield on the side of the road. And there were enormous bugs flying all around the van, and I thought, well, maybe I can just, and it was close to a cell tower. Even though we're out in the country and there's cornfields everywhere, there's cell towers everywhere. I had 4 bars, and so I tried on my laptop. I was on, but hi, Daryl. I was on, and but once again, the live chat was not working, and I don't know how to make it work if it's not going to work. So the last time I did that, it was, I wound up just chatting away, and people didn't get to acknowledged or anything. So I decided I wasn't going to do that again. So I jumped onto my phone, and then the phone wouldn't connect. So I was like, what? Okay, so since hi Maddie from Iceland, and oh, hi Lena, USA. Good morning from, where were you? Shoot. Cancel. Okay. I'm sorry, Lena. I think you're in Spain. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I want to give shout outs while I have. You like beets, Andrew? That's great. I do too. Not really the season for beets, but you could pickle them, spiced beets. Oh, they're so good. And then you can eat them cold. Hi, Lori from Oman. Lisa Lee, good morning. Thanks for sticking with me, Lisa. I wanted to give some shout outs. Silver Tongue, whoop whoop, I am here. I'm not in the garden. I'm sorry. There's no signal where I'm staying, and so I literally, I'm not going to tell you what I did, okay? I'm not going to tell you what I did. Borrowing the Wi-Fi of a commercial establishment, which is closed. And Cheryl, let's see. Hi, Beatrice. I want to give some shout outs real quick. Theodore bought a t-shirt. Theodore bought a t-shirt. I want to give him a shout out. My t-shirt sales have kind of been slow, to say the least, so would love you guys to get a t-shirt. John Haffey will post those links. Whatever it takes, Lisa, whatever it takes. The show must go on. I'm an actor, and that, while I've got the makeup on, this I'm gonna connect. So, gosh, this is kind of too close to me. I wonder if I could do that, but then it's louder. All right, I'm just gonna hold on. Haffey is gonna post the t-shirt links, so be sure, if you haven't already gotten a Late Bloomer t-shirt, there's 2 styles. I'm a dirt person, and it's never too late to learn to grow vegetables. Let's see. Thank you, Theodore, for buying a t-shirt this week. Good morning, Patricia, Joshua. Good morning, Silver Tongue. And so I wanted to give a shout out to, let me see if I pronounce his name right. My newest, youngest viewer. His name is Yaya, and he's 11, and he lives in Jerusalem. And I wanted to give him a shout out. I also want to give a shout out to Berenice. Hold on, I wrote down the last, I took my notes. I was all ready for my laptop, and then Berenice Valerio in El Paso. She would love for me to see her garden. She sent me some videos. I haven't been able to see them because I don't have a signal where I'm staying. I want to give a shout out to all the people that, hi Lily from Texas, Lily D, all the people who watched my last video. Yeah, I miss them too, Cheryl. I want to give a shout out to everybody who watched my last video and left comments about, because I was talking about the challenge of maintaining a larger property. And a lot of people shared really in-depth comments to give me food for thought and help me along my decision, and I really appreciate that. And one of them is Diana B-E-A, from, let's see, B was in Texas, I think. RH also gave a great feedback on that subject. And I wanted to give a shout out to Suburban Homestead. A couple of channels. If you're new to me and you haven't, you're not very familiar with some of the channels that I really love, Suburban Homestead is one. And he gardens on a lot, and he gardens very intensely with plants very close. Hello, Elaine and Beth. Good morning. He gardens very intensely, and that helps suppress weeds. Other people had suggestions for weeds. So I encourage you to read the comments if you're interested. Read the comments underneath my most recent video. They're really great. And my big news, I wanted to tell you, I do have big news. And that is, well, a couple of things happened. First of all, Lyndon got very sick. Lyndon, my cat, as you know. She's 15 and she got very sick. And numerous trips to the vet. She had an infection. She had a blockage from hairball in her intestine. So she just seemed like she was near death. But, you know, she really, we gave her the right stuff, and the vet helped and all of that. But it was also determined that she has diabetes. So this is a new development. I don't know. I haven't dealt with that yet. I'm just dealing with getting her to feel better, and she is feeling better. And I gave her a bath yesterday. She hasn't had a bath in at least 12 years. And she wasn't feeling well, so it was just like, oh, but I had to. It was really a mess. So that whole hairball thing is really something. I don't need to go into detail on that. But anyway, the other big news is, because she wasn't feeling well, I was supposed to, my plan was to go back to LA tomorrow and deal with, you know, various personal stuff that I got to deal with there, pay my rent and all that. And thank you. But because of her situation, I couldn't imagine putting her on a carrier, and trying to go home tomorrow. And in addition, I was in touch with, of course, you know, my good friends Doug and Stacy at Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. Yes, I know. She doesn't like it very much, Cheryl, and so I don't do it as often as I should. Brush her is what she's talking about. But anyway, I talked to Doug and Stacy, and yesterday, and Doug goes, "Are you coming to the conference?" And I'm going, oh my gosh, with my mother in hospice and my cat sick and me traveling and all my stuff's in LA, and I had forgotten about the homesteading conference, which I wanted to go to, because even if I only get an acre, I think there's a lot that I could learn at this conference about homesteading. And, let's see. Thank you, Eric. And so I had wanted to just go to it. And when he wrote me yesterday, he said, "Are you going to be there?" And I'm going, "Oh my gosh, okay, when is it?" And I looked it up. It's next weekend. So it's the 2nd and 3rd in Hannibal, Missouri. And of course, Doug and Stacy live in Missouri. Hannibal is a very interesting place. I've never been there, didn't know anything about it, but that's the birthplace of Mark Twain. So they have a Mark Twain river boat cruise, and this homesteading conference is going on anyway, even though we have this situation in our country, well, in the world, I should say. It's going on anyway, and I thought, well, this is a great opportunity to meet other homesteaders, connect with other channels. And so since I delayed my leaving because of my cat, I decided to go to this conference. So I told him I would come, and he put me on the schedule to speak. So if you are anywhere, and I hope Kaye is not too far, I wanted to communicate this to her. This just happened yesterday. He just told me this morning that he put me on the schedule, and I wasn't even able to look at the website because I didn't have a signal there. So I'm going to check the website. I sent him some pictures. He needed a headshot. I sent him some pictures. I don't know what he put up, so what he was able to use. But there's a gardening segment on Monday morning, late Monday morning. Yeah, and so he is having me be one of the speakers there. And I may be talking about small space gardening, or I forget. We're bouncing ideas around about what would be best. So 44 of you are watching. That's fantastic. Please give me a like. I apologize for coming to you in the van. It's got to be 90 degrees. The sun is directly overhead, and there's bugs everywhere. And it's, I'm sorry. It's supposed to be 87 outside with 94% humidity. So, it's kind of think Mobile, Alabama. That's kind of how. Hi, Connie. So this will be great. And I thought, well, I'm gonna film. I don't know what that's gonna be like. I would, when I go to the National Heirloom Expo, which I've done that twice, and I've interviewed a bunch of people and made videos. It's like the person standing here beside me, and we'll see. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I'll have the person over there, have me over here. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but in terms of that. But I think he's got some great people coming, and I think I can learn a lot. And, based on a lot of comments I've gotten from the video that I just uploaded, which I hope you've seen. And today I'm going to edit part 2. That's going to be up tomorrow. I'm going to try to do one every other day until I get this series done. Because there's other stuff. There's so much other stuff that I could film. The corn and squash bed needs a lot of work. Yeah, so I have met some wonderful people in, hey Beatrice, I have met some wonderful people in Southern Illinois, and one of my very great subscribers, Nancy Sue Lesk, I think I'm saying your name right, lives about, she's about, an hour and a half from here. And we were going to get together because she and her daughter live in the same town, and her daughter's garden is even better than her garden, she said. Right. Well, yeah, no, I had never felt, I grew up in Tennessee. It was extremely humid, but nothing like Mobile, Alabama on July the 4th. That I did in 2017. It was sweltering. absolutely sweltering. And yeah, I guess you get used to it. Anyway, hey Ed in England, I think. Let's see. Who's that? Reco? Nashville. I'll be back in Nashville. I don't know. I might go down this week for just a day to see my mother. She's doing better, by the way. You know, as better as you can be in this situation. She's more stable. She seems alert. You know, when you talk to her, she seems thinking clearly. And so that's been great, and that's allowed me to be able to go and do some fun things with gardening. I discovered an amazing nursery. You would not believe. This is a labor of love, because a lot of as he went from plant to plant, and he said, well, people don't grow this anymore, but this is the original lantana, and people don't grow it anymore because they want compact plants, they want the hybrids. And so he's growing a lot of things that are heirloom, that people have decided they don't want to grow. They want to keep everything neat and compact and easy and all that. But it's like another world. You step into this, it's a kind of a tropical paradise. It's incredible. Wow, interesting, Ed. Good luck with that. Yeah, so I need to get a flight. I need to get a flight. I haven't done that yet. So let me see if that's all. Oh yeah, and so not only Daisy Joe is one of my regular subscribers. Justine, hi. I didn't get to see your comment. If you want to repost that, I'll look at it. Doug pointed out about the pounder, and Daisy Joe explained it also. I was not using the pounder for the staking correctly, and so I got feedback from Daisy Joe, from Doug, and from Steve, who got me to wear the waist belt to protect myself when I'm lifting. And can you believe I brought it on the trip and completely forgot to use that for that whole project, which was finished. It took 3 days, by the way, to finish that. I thought I could do it in a day. You have seen one half of the first day. Tomorrow you'll see the second half of the first day. So I appreciate all comments that help me be a better gardener. Believe me, I really do. And Maria Gallinson is a great fan, and she gave some her advice for weeds. I want to give a shout out to Arlie for Real, who's a new subscriber. Let's see. Absolutely. Justine is pointing out what is obvious to all of us gardeners is that I know. I didn't. I don't know. Sometimes I try to prove something. I don't know. And I don't want anybody to try to do something that's outside of their capabilities. And I'm going to have to be better about, I still think I'm like 35, unfortunately. Oh, thank you, Rico. Double Dog Farm has just posted the link for the homesteading conference. And Elaine was asking about letting seeds dry and use for next year. I don't know if that was a question or a statement. Justine, right? Yeah, Eric, I don't know. I know what you're referring to, and I don't know. It was a question. Elaine is, well, unfortunately, Elaine, now I've already forgotten the question. The question is, do you just let your seeds dry for next year? Well, it depends on the seeds. You know, there's different philosophies about different seeds, like tomato seeds. A lot of people ferment their seeds, which is actually very easy. You know, when I first heard of, oh, you got to ferment the seeds. I don't know anything about fermenting. What? What? No, it's so simple. You just put them in a little water and let the mold grow across the top. And you take the mold off and you wash them really well, and then you lay them out and let them dry. And that takes a few days, and then you have supposedly killed any bacteria or anything that might have been on the seed. And I'm sure Daryl could describe it even better than I just did. But other seeds, yeah, like squash seeds, you just take them out of the squash and lay them on a paper towel, and I don't even bother to really clean them off that properly if you're going to just turn around and use them again. But you know, if you're going to put them in a packet or try to sell them or something, I don't do any of that. I can't even imagine growing my own seeds and trying to sell them, because it's so much work. And really tiny seeds have to be collected in such a way that you, like grain seed, for example, amaranth. I grew amaranth and tried to collect the seeds. I just saw half of that. Yeah, I heard about fermenting tomato seeds years ago. I've been doing that for like 4 or 5 years. It's really simple, and it doesn't bother me. But I don't have that many. You know, it's not. I don't have a big garden. I don't have a farm or anything. I don't know what they do. I wanted to give a little shout out to, not a little shout out, a big shout out. I don't think he's on. He may be on. Hi, 50 people, fantastic. Thank you so much to the 50 people who have been patient and found me after 3 tries to get this thing going today. I wanted to give a shout out to, if you're not familiar with Little Farmer's Farm, please check out his channel. He's an absolute angel. He lives in 53. He lives in Wigan, England, and I didn't see the last of that. I can only see about 2 lines, Rico. But yeah, he was talking about when I went to see Vegan Athlete, and Vegan Athlete. It was like 100 degrees by 9 in the morning, and I had a camera and my phone, and one would overheat, and then I would go to my camera, my phone, and that would overheat, and then I would go back to my camera, and I was going back and forth and back and forth. Oh, it was just a nightmare. I missed the last comment if you want to repost that. I think I've done all my shout outs. I wanted to just share the oil that I'm using today. Where did I put it? It's called Sensation. It is a new essential oil blend. I'm with Young Living Essential Oils, the leader in essential oils in the world, or at least I believe that's true. Hey, Christopher. Is this Christopher the father or the son? I can't remember if Christopher is the son or the father, and we haven't been in touch in a long time, and I hope you'll still be watching. Hey, Kevin, send me an email so we can connect. Remember, we were going to do that because I hadn't heard from you in a while. And I just missed the last comment. This smells absolutely divine. I can't even tell you. I have not used anise hyssop, and I tried growing it. Mountain Cut, I just gave you your son a shout out. That's right. And I should remember that because Will is my son. And I haven't heard from my son in a while, and I'm very concerned. But what can I do? I'm nowhere near Boise, Idaho. Oh, I'm trying to. Yes, absolutely trying to stay hydrated. Let's see if there was anything else. Did I mention Miss Mart Pants? She's a great subscriber and fan, and she lives in Southern Illinois, and she loves it here. So anyway, if you guys can check out the homesteading conference, that would be awesome. If you live anywhere near and you're able to go, just contact the organizers, which are Doug and Stacy, And if you have any questions, you're on your own in terms of getting housing, getting a hotel or whatever. They're not making those kinds of arrangements. But I thought I would go and just take, who is that man? Oh yes, hi. Just hi Yvonne too. Let me say hi to Yvonne also. And I thought I would take a river cruise on the Mark Twain river cruise, as long as I'm going to go. So I'm going to try to do all that, this like, I'm not 20 anymore, but, and we do have a strange, very, very difficult situation in our country. So I will see what I can manage and what I can bring to you. But stay tuned tomorrow. I will show you the cruise on the video. And stay tuned tomorrow. Hopefully I'm going to go back and do some editing today. I'm going to really do a lot of work this week for my channel because I'm going home next week. And when I go home, I will be doing an update on all the plants. So make sure you saw the last video I shot before I left so you know what those plants looked like. Yes, I'm trying to. Anyway, Kevin at Big Wave, please send me a. And Son of a Gun, thank you for giving me a thumbs up shout out. If you're on mobile, you have to get off live chat, get back on. I've got 59 people and only 25 of these. So if you're on mobile, you can just get off the live chat, get back on. Anyway, what else? Let me think. I think I've given you all my updates and what's coming up. And, oh, yes, well, I hope not. 61 people! Oh my gosh, well, I hate to like repeat myself, but I am going to repeat myself because maybe 63, some of those people may be new, and some of those people may be coming to me through Doug and Stacy, but I am going to be speaking at the Homesteading Conference in Hannibal, Missouri. Hannibal, Missouri, and on the 3rd of August. This conference is going on the 2nd and 3rd at, I think it's called the Star Theater in downtown in Hannibal, Missouri. So, of course, we'll have a good signal. I'll be able to do live streams from there. And I'll also be shooting video footage somehow or other. I'll just have to wing it and see how it is. Yes, I will. I will, Elaine. Thank you. Thank you. I'll try to do that. We just don't know what we don't know what the next moment brings. So I just feel like I have to keep trying to get the word out. Nola Borrego, how exciting that would be a place to be. Yes, I wish you could be there. And if anybody is thinking about, let's don't scare them with it. If anybody's thinking about going, I hope you will, and check it out and support their efforts. I think it's more important than ever to grow your own food, to learn how to be sustainable. The question is, when you're older, how much can you handle? And that's what I'm struggling with right now. Because since I've had a very small yard, and now I'm in an apartment, I have this desire to have, 30 acres. But you have to have a farm manager and you have to be able to pay them, and you've got to have the income coming in to be able to pay them. So that's probably not going to happen. So I don't know what I'm going to do. And I would actually like to go to Montana and look around up there, but there's so much snow, there's so much snow, and so much of the year is cold weather. But it's really beautiful here, but the humidity and the bugs, that's something. And then B was saying she's in East Texas, and either the lookout for or the killing of snakes is ongoing, it's all the time. So that's not something I really want to be thinking about, Now I will say that I am going to take some shooting lessons, because I've been pretty isolated, you know, living in cities and everything. If I'm going to be out and away, well, Happy, if I go up to Montana, you're not going to want to come up there. Let's see. Grow Up Mackie. Hello from Denmark. Fantastic. North Georgia. You know, Susie, I'm jealous that Apollo 14, who's our good friend Mark, watching my channel now, I think. Yes, if you could get your cats to kill snakes, that would be awesome. Yes, but I mean, Cheryl, you know, you're not necessarily going to have a king snake killing other snakes, you know. It'd be great if you could balance all of that out, balance out all that wildlife. By the way, I'm jealous. I was going to say, I'm jealous of Mark at Apollo 14 channel, or Google name, that he found the property of his dreams in North Georgia. And everybody's got a realtor they want me to meet. It's incredible. And you know, I connected with two, and it was, I don't know, I haven't been able to find. I mean, I'm first of all, you have to be very sure of what you're looking for. I'm not a young family with 2 young children, and I'm not looking for a school district, and all of those things that young families are looking for. And so I'm looking for something much different. What I would like is like 2 acres up next to the National Forest that's heavily fenced, so bear can't get in. And I have a water source, and I've got room for solar panels, and I've got some sun, and you know, some south-facing exposure for a garden. Oh my gosh. Oh, read that comment. I was so engrossed in your comment, I didn't see who sent it. She said that she's 76 and her husband, and a lot of these things have become chores. Yeah, wild hogs, we don't want those. And her husband killed a poisonous snake near her garden yesterday. I know, I would love that too, Nana. I really would. Okay, so there's 63 of you. If anybody has not spoken up, who has never left a comment, please do so now, so I know you are there. If you don't leave a comment, I don't know you're there. And I would love to acknowledge you. If you are new to my channel, please leave a comment. Just say, hi, it's Sally from East Texas. And while you're at it, hit that thumbs up. If you're on the computer, or I know it's hard to do if you're on the TV, but if you're on the computer, hit that thumbs up. Or if you're on mobile, you can quit the live chat, get back on, hit the thumbs up, or just be sure to do it when you get off. 67 people, that's fantastic. 68 people. The number just keeps going up. I hate to get off when the number is rising. What else can we talk about? Hi, Steve. Christine from Massachusetts, can you please repost that comment? I didn't get it all the way read. And there's Brian, my good friend Brian from New Jersey. Brian follows me on social media. I really appreciate. He sent me cards. I really appreciate all that. I'm not getting mail. Gosh, I've been gone over 5 weeks now. I'm not getting mail. Okay, let's see. Christina Bell, been following you for a couple of years now, just quietly. Thank you so much. And hi, Susan from South Suburban Chicago. You're not that far from me. I guess maybe 3 hours. You know, but Kaye is in the same area as you. I would love to get you connected. And there's Teresa Berenice. Did you see that I gave you a shout out, Berenice? I hope I pronounced your name right. Yeah, or maybe you say Berenice, like Berenice. I don't know. What else? Okay, you guys, if you are new to my channel, I have t-shirts that you can buy to support my channel. This is the Dirt Person t-shirt. It's just got this symbol on the front, and on the back it says, I'm a dirt person. Shoot. It's so funny, if I touch the comment, it goes to this new screen that says, do you want to report this comment? So you can't, it's not like you can touch it and hold on to it for a second. So Kevin, I did not get to read that. It was too long. Berenice. Okay, Berenice. Okay, I'll try to remember that. I'll try very hard. Yvonne has a Dirt Person t-shirt. Let's give a shout out for Yvonne for supporting this channel. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see. Did anybody else have a question or want to leave a comment? Because I am going to get off very, very soon. I've been on for 35 minutes. I'm sitting in a hot van with the air conditioner on low with the sun beating on my leg. You can't see that. But, and I can't wait to get back out in the garden. And there's something, when you look at your property, no matter how big it is, and you look at it and you want to incorporate nature into your property to bring serenity into your heart. Thank you, Lisa. I mean, that's everything, really. You know, bringing nature, surrounding yourself with the serenity of nature is amazing. And I have really experienced that here, from the trees to the birds to the, well, some bugs. Oh, I forgot to mention in that video, no, wait. When did I mention pests? Anyway, rabbits are an issue also. I think that was a different, you know, because I shot this like several days ago now, and I'm working on editing. I forgot when I said it, but I was listing off all the critters that cause problems in the gardens, like moles and voles, and in LA I never had a problem. Lori, thank you so much. Lori is wearing her shirt right now. Somebody would love to be having coffee in someplace. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Moles and voles and groundhogs. I noticed the other day on Nextdoor as an app, you know, this is back home, but somebody was saying groundhogs are digging up her front yard. What can they do? And I'm thinking, groundhogs, moles, voles, snakes, deer. I think I had deer once. So I really was lucky in the Late Bloomer Garden 1.0. I didn't have those kinds of critters to deal with, and I didn't have a dog. And I know, you know, I think about Doug and Stacy, and the chickens are just roaming around, and you know, they have the sheep, the hair sheep, and all of that. And I think, well, wait a minute, how come the raccoons and the possums and all that aren't well, of course they round up the chickens, or the chickens actually willingly go into that cute little hen house every night to be locked up. So yeah, this is all stuff I have to learn. Rabbits, yeah, there's definitely rabbits. I've got a picture that's going to go in one of my videos. I saw the rabbits. I did not get a good picture. It was kind of at dusk. And but there is an existing good picture of these rabbits. And anyway, thanks everybody so much for supporting my channel. I'm so excited to have 62 people watching me today. I can't either, son of a gun. Jan Manning, thank you. Thank you, Northwest something. You're on your way to Jerusalem. Okay, I didn't quite get the thread on that. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Please, Beatrice has more groundhogs. Yeah, I can't even imagine a groundhog showing up and what I would do, you know. The first thing I would do would be just to get the hose and hose it, but that's not going to deter it for long, I wouldn't think. Anyway, I've got 41 of these. I really appreciate all your support. of my channel, and if there's any way you can get to the homesteading conference this coming weekend, August 2nd and 3rd in Hannibal, Missouri, that would be awesome. We'll see how it all goes. Love Garden. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Be safe, everyone. And I'll see you when I can see you. God bless you all.